Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak, and welcome to Idea Sunday, Season 4 Summary. This is the Season 4 finale, so we'll be looking over all the Idea Sundays I did from 9th of June to 22nd of December 2024. I must say I did a lot of Idea Sundays. The video I felt was going to be like 2 hours long because there was just so many episodes that I was mentally preparing for this summary to be 2 hours long. And you soon are going to see why. Okay. I was even mentally preparing for that summary even before Season 4 started. Anyways, time to finally do it. The summary. Okay, let's start with 9th of June 2024. And yes, I did change the intro. Hello, Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak. It just felt like sugar and salt just by looking at it before it became a laptop. But I brought it out more. Just getting it out. That's sugar the pink and salt the white. And I think I like the way I brought it out. And the laptop is on press studs. Salt keyboard. The video length actually brings out how much thought I put into it. And welcome to a triple unbelievable episode of Idea Sunday for one. Triple unbelievable. Okay. I have no words on why I've used that expression, but I've used it. It's too late. But anyways, I did take a long time to figure that out. The video has deep evidence of the brainstorm with Maja Szewczak, where this went. And this is supposed to glow in the dark. It's a laptop charger. And I kind of thought The laptop charger should be crying salt because it gets hot. Laptop chargers get hot when you charge them. However, the laptop needs to be charged in order to work. And look at the smiling face on the laptop. That was the concept I was going for. Considering all these elements, and I'm trying to look for where is the glow in the dark tears from it. Wow. Yes, that's the glow in the dark tears. I do remember putting it on the charger, but I don't see the glow in the dark thing because I didn't see it again in the dark. And the summer had such long days, and in the winter, don't use it. But I will use it. It's just that, well, it's just a case of never having a chance. But okay, let's move on to the next one. Ooh, something sparkly and delicious oozing out of a can. I just love that description, but anyways. Canned lychee fruit. I've just used the button for the lychee fruit. I've just cut it up, and judging by the video length, it was a translation from a Polish video to English. And there's just a can and cut up pieces made out of lychee. Like lychee that's supposed to go into a can. But still, it was effective. Although not much to say about this one. But anyways, let's move on to 23rd of June 2024. Okay, the flower bug wig. I had Rochelle Tropical in it for such a long time. I have other wigs for Rochelle Tropical, but this one just has the most effort put into it. Although I do like the other wigs, I just cannot stop admiring the flower bug on her wig. And the colors make me happy, so I kept her in the wig as well as this green dress. But she kind of really suits that. Although she was meant to be more tropical. But you can say the flower bug was more tropical than anything. The video's very long because there was lots of thought process. I was thinking of adding a red flower ponytail into it, but the people didn't like that idea, although 2 of them did. But there were also mostly people against it. And I did not end up putting it in the ponytail. Like, adding a ponytail to it, it would have just looked better like this short. Just suits her more. And the ponytail would just take away from the eye-catching flower bug anyways. 'Cause red is the most eye-catching color. However, this has bright colors and that's eye-catching elements enough. And there's a thing the eye just goes into it. That's the detail where your eyes are going when you look at Rochelle Tropical in it. Maybe that's the point. There's so many details. I've never really wanted to change Rochelle Tropical out of that, and I've displayed her like this. Okay, although Rochelle Tropical had a completely different color scheme originally. Well, this exceeded all my expectations, although there was kind of flashback moments. Oh no! Don't want to see that ladybug again. What? But at least that ladybug that I did looks better than I just don't want to ever see that really again. Just want to forget that image for life. But the flower bug is way better. Those gradients that looked so ugly, I want to forget them for life. But I can't because I have a YouTube video where I tried to make it look better, but that's not from season 4. It was from season 3. But I still have a burnt, everlasting memory of me doing it. It's an everlasting memory that just stuck in my brain permanently and I can't get rid of it. But anyways, although the flower bug, I don't know why the face and the green looked like that Hungarian cartoon. It was, but that feeling of it just, I'm not getting that reference anymore. It used to give me those Barry and Dolly cartoon characters, but now it's not. Maybe because they have the white faces and the flower bug has green, and also I may have just gotten used to seeing it as it is so much that I just don't remember putting that in the video reference. But okay. If it's in the video, it's in the video. What else can I say? Let's move on to 30th of June 2024. Hello! Okay, I got this in Mallorca. Although I was in early June in Mallorca. The ones for 23rd of June and 30th of June were filmed there. And because of the scheduling of my idea Sundays, they got released on these days. So there was the orange one. I just wanted to make a post office out of it, which I did. And it looks like an envelope with that bead in it, which I really like. Okay. 7th of July. Time to move into July. Hello, Chef. The reason why I put I need some peachy help on the thumbnail, and I've picked out this because it was it had a gluey stain and I wanted to cover it up so badly, but this kept reminding me of a peach, so peach dish soap it ended up being, and I like to put so many details in it. Oh, I was referencing other ideas Sundays, but anyways, I really don't like wasting things, so that's why. I did also work on other ideas Sundays in the background, maybe to promote them. But whatever it was all worth it, and the idea Sundays came after it. And there's the soap in the warm temperatures. But anyways, that's the end of the video. There is some color change elements, but I sometimes forget if they're there or not. I do remember my dollhouse items. I think I'll use this again, but just needed a memory refresh on them. Because I watch videos, my own videos for summaries. Why? Because that refreshes my memories about them, so I could share them in the summary. Because those summaries are meant to be memories shared from them. Okay, moving on to 14th of July, 2024. So, this episode is about how I've tried random pieces into a turtle. Cloudy Lagoon turtle. Okay. Here is a reason why I called it that. Because it has blue to purple Elmer's sun color change blue. It's blue when it's cloudy, and then it turns purple in the sun. And that's the reason why I called the turtle that. And those were the pieces I've used. So the brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment was actually talking a lot about how I couldn't unsee it as a turtle. Like unsee it with the wire part I've used. So I've made it a turtle. And yes, you will see the inspiration with the... I was looking at wax melts on Pinterest just for some inspiration, which you will see patterns of that in Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. You will see a pattern of that. But the turtle, how did it do? Wow. What a good backdrop for the turtle in the sun. Look how purple it is! And back to blue. When I filmed this, it was really sunny in Northern Ireland, which could explain how purple it was. Northern Ireland doesn't get that sunny usually, but whenever I filmed this episode, it was unusually sunny in Northern Ireland, so that's why I've got it that purple, then it's changed back to blue. Which, I get it. The sunnier it is, the more purple it's going to get. So, what else is there to say? Okay, now moving on to 21st of July, 2024. It used a button that I've used in a lot of Idea Sundays. And a frog thing, and I tried to combine it into Blanca White Currant's hoodie. And that's what I've done in that episode. A white currant hoodie. Okay, let me get Blanca White Currant. Lots of green. The hood has white currants in it. And the button was used to close it on. So that's how it came out. What a good idea it was. And the leaves was the last use of the button because it appeared a lot in season 3, the button pieces, but now it's made its way into season 4, finally to be finished. So Let's now move on to 28th of July 2024. Okay. The leakage of the liquid, it was messy in all the ways. You can see how messy that liquid was. And I was even surprised to get it all out of there. I really shouldn't have poked that area there because that's what caused it, but I have emptied it out and it became a pink pond for Astrid Fizz. Well, I did get a magnet with that liquid, but I'm not going to do what I did to that. I've learned my lesson, so I'm not going to poke that. I'm even really afraid of touching it after this incident happened, so I'm not going to do it to the magnet. It was enough with the keychain. Okay. I regret poking it on the keychain, but it made a good idea Sunday, no matter what. Okay, that's what it looks like emptied. The liquid, when I messed it up, it was traumatizing to see it like this. Thankfully, I've removed all the liquid and made it into something not liquid. Wrong. But anyways, the liquid is out and now I'm going to put in something way better than this liquid. Well, better than the liquid. I said in the video, better than the liquid. Well, this was originally a pink keychain. I wanted a pink one because pink is my favorite color, and this was already a pink one, and keeping the pink theme would actually help me remember where this came from and how it started. It will remember its past as well as the dolphin remembering the pink liquid past. Liquid past. Like pink liquid past. So, okay, I said pink liquid past. And I've made this already for Astrid Fizz, something that I did for Fizzyland. So, pink was appropriate for this, considering where it was. First of all, another thing to say that I wanted to put pink moss in it, but it's not real, so I've used Elmer's glue leftovers to fill that in. Why is there not enough pink plants small enough to make this work? But anyways, it's okay. It's just that I can always find ways to get those Elmer's glues and gluey mixture peel-offs for something. I always find dry glue uses, so that's why I keep them in a jar like this. Just don't judge me, I just keep on finding good uses for them. That's why I keep them in a jar like this. Because I make such pretty mixtures that I don't want to throw away, so that's that. I can always put them to good use. Then on 4th of August, 44-minute long video, I was coming up with ideas. Then I decided to make it an ink bottle that did work at the time. But now it's dried out really quickly. But it's okay, I can just experiment and use another one because I still have this vivid purple. Just felt like I was okay with using it for this video as an experiment. So, and I've used a purple or pink chrome pigment that I also felt like it should be part of the episode, which was purple sparkle ink. That's what it says on the ink bottle. Purple sparkle ink. I love that descriptor. But the thumbnail says inky purple struggle. Okay. Why did I put it on the thumbnail? Well, I've struggled with a purple hands, purple towel, and purple sink to get this off my hands. All of that cleaning up for this. But at least it's good that I've tried new things. That's what Idea Sunday is about. And here was the update on it. Moving on to 11th August 2024, we'll be talking about pink bumblebees. I had a lot of bee cabochons, but it's hard for me to come up with things for it. And this kind of got me to actually do it. That's the reason why I did it. And I was trying to use the tassels, which was also another thing. Those bumblebees were made like this, and they were supposed to glow in the dark. And that's what I've made. What do you think of them? Should I try some more of that? Let me know. Okay, now moving on to 18th of August 2024. Okay, so I was thinking of doing Doll House Crits, but then I kept procrastinating about it until this episode, and it made it happen. So I also wanted to try out gel pens on tissues in it, but I kept the tissues clean for it. That's how much they were. Whenever they were at the works, I got them for £3 each. But I was so obsessed with the effect. The fact that it was black and it had red glitter. I was obsessed with that at the time when I made this, so that's what moved me to do it for this episode. But it was fun to try new things for Idea Sunday. The bush red, green color. The raspberries, however, look more like blackberries, and it's all on a strawberry crate. So that's what I've made. Actually, then moving on to another one. Glow-in-the-dark bunny backpack. I just wanted to use the pieces and try glow-in-the-dark. And I have a bunny thing that I got inspired by to do this Idea Sunday. I've made it by coloring it purple, pink, glow in the dark, and I still have the box. And that was the inspiration for it. Really. And it glows in the dark. And there you see the evidence of it. You cannot escape this evidence, actually. Which is a good thing. Be creative. And to be creative, you have to have inspiration somehow. Moving on. 1st of September 2024. This is when I tried line trousers for Nicholas Mello, and then I was doing this. I've already added the face. These fruit characters, Bella, Neonia, and that combined both of that into this episode, and it also glows in the dark. And I think I'll do more of that someday. So that's what I had to say about it. Then on 8th of September, I tried to make something like a teapot table out of that. I have it right there. There was some problems with the teapot being cloudy, but it just grown on me. And I can still see the cherries, which is the most important thing. However, I had to do that on a piece of plastic, but that's fine as long as I got this. I was going to make this a chair, but it was too small for Astrid Fizz. So I'll make chairs in a separate video. It's also translucent here, but it's an idea Sunday. I was thinking, all my brain cells just went to this at the time. My last 3 brain cells were this and this. So that's why I've made this at the time. But it paid off, and although it's glidey, it still looks good. So that's what I've made. And yes, there was the inspiration in it. Where is that? You'll see that in Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. That was the inspiration, but this has sequins in it and this doesn't. So take that from you what you will. And that's what I've made. Moving on to 15th of September 2024. All I did is just up the quality of cheap dollhouse items that I got with cheap dolls. But it was fun to try to make dollhouse perfume like this. So it was worth it. However, this is what it looks like right now. I can only see the cherry writing because it was a nail art sticker I've used. But still, this is what I've made. Nail art stickers are good for dollhouse items. I still have the problem of biting my nails that I just cannot stop doing. But we're not going to talk about that. At least I have something that's the scale of dollhouse items to put on dollhouse items. This isn't an actual perfume, but I can just put it in a dollhouse and nobody knows the scent. Anyways, so that's what. Okay, 22nd of September 2024. Had these leftover Melissa and the Seahorses pieces from when I used to do that series. I've lost motivation for that series and I still hadn't found it yet. But I've made a blender using these pieces, which maybe Melissa and the Seahorses series, the complete one, exists in a different world. Who knows? But yet, that was my unfinished series, which I tried to use random pieces of that to just try an idea Sunday with it. So that's what. Okay, now let's talk about the goose that I did for 6th of October 2024. Because I don't know how I feel about it, so okay. That's what I've used for the goose thing. And I tried to put as much effort as possible into the glittery details on it, and tried to make the colors as muted as possible because it was supposed to be mostly grayscale but with a tiny bit of color. So here I've put the metallic gray piece together for the goose. It turned out to be a dress that isn't removable, and this is a vase with white flowers in it, but the goose does have legs. And the flowers are removable, so I could use them both ways. Use the goose as a vase or just the goose itself. I wanted to keep that, so that's why the press stud is on the skirt. So that's what I've been doing. Quite interesting what I can come up with, and fuse that all into an Idea Sunday episode. So that's what. I kind of got the date wrong on another episode. Don't know what happened. Okay. When did that come out? 29th of September 2024. Okay, so I've made a bear cake. A straw barely worked, but it worked. It was a teddy bear cake for dolls. It turned out good, although I wasn't trying to make a cake, but whatever. What else is there to say? Okay. So that's what. Night 13th of October 2024. This is when I tried to make a small tab squishy from some of the videos I watched. At the time when this was made, I didn't make my own silicone squishy, but I have just bought some ready silicone squishies and cut it up into a dollhouse cake, which worked. And the bag. So there's multiple uses of the bag. It works as a tabby squishy for dolls and also as a cake, and that does the same thing for me. So everybody wins. This one. Okay, let's move on to 20th October 2024. The thumbnail says picket fence idea, not so picket fence execution. Maybe I did that thumbnail to make it seem more interesting for others to watch. However, is it really a picket fence execution of this idea? So that was what I used. These daisies on a broken tulip cabochon, but I've managed to make a picket fence. That part of a dollhouse is nigh. Part of the Minty dollhouse were Minty Nicholas Mellow, Marina Mellow, and Midge Mellow live. Maybe someone else will live in that Minty dollhouse. But this is just so far. Okay, so that's what we have. I had to glue this to a piece of plastic because of the shapes and everything to create it into a picket fence. Well, maybe at the back it looks more like a picket fence. Then I decorated it with flowers to make that all evident. Those green sequins to cover the letterbox. So that's what I've been doing. And use the yellow things. They look like dandelions, not daisies anymore. But that could be a good way of using my cabochons in that idea Sunday. And there's a pink flower. So, what is the flower called? We're going to let it dry. Kind of like a tiny hibiscus, which... Well, honestly, it looks like a hibiscus, so good job myself from that time. Because what else would it be? To be honest. Then I colored the tulip pink, so I did it in pink so it would be like standing out against the picket fence and the back. And here comes the hibiscus flowers. Bye, Szewczak. See you in another video. Bye. That's like my before and after. Yes, there's evidence of me making the tulip pink. So, okay, time to move on to the next one. Neon Cactus Trio turns into... I actually had 3 of these cabochons, but one was broken, and I wanted to make a trio of some sort out of these. That isn't a cactus, but all I had in mind at the time, which you're going to see in Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. Oh, here is the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. Let's see it. I know some people may like these, but I don't. Just doesn't suit it, and in my opinion, that is 100% honest. Who in the right mind would think this color scheme is a good one? Well, I just didn't like it. That was just a rant on. I do like neon pink, but why was yellow in the color scheme? I just don't like it when it's included in neon pink color scheme. I do like the yellow color, but not with neon pink. Just don't like that. Maybe it's just, I think it just looks, I don't know what to say. Just don't like it. Maybe neon pink looks better when there's no yellow in the color scheme, but that's like I rant on this in every single cabochon video that starts off with cabochons having that color scheme, so it's just a matter of taste, not saying about you. This is just my personal opinion. If you disagree with my opinion, that's fine. But yet, this episode is about me trying to come up with something way better than this trio. Okay, says the girl who puts together a yellow flower outfit for the Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak, but okay. And this bright neon cactus trio. Well, my favorite color is pink, and I also like yellow, but not that combo together in this cacti and tree. To some extent, like, the cacti did not suit it. Neither did, you know what it is. It was from Idea Sunday back in 2023, I think season 1 even. And we're summarizing season 4 in this video that you're watching right now. None of these shades of these colors. So I feel like just about anything would make it way better. With the neon flowers, like the pink or the pink cacti. Well, in this video I was wearing a white top with a lot of yellow flowers, some peach, some pink red, so maybe there's examples of things that look better. I like this top, so I chose to buy it for myself, although I'm wearing something different right now, but you get the idea. So I started to draw some ideas, knowing there's 3 yellow flowers, and this what I was seeing was kind of something I did not want to face, really, but had to. If I don't use it, then it will continue to sit in the Idea Sunday box. Some time ago I had an accident with that eye, so that's what the blinking in that eye is all about. But my eye's all better right now. It was like something hit the door handle. I should have been more careful than my eye wanted to do that. Now it's not doing that anymore, so. But that depicts that time. And take over it, but anyways, time to show you the ideas. I've been wanting to do small birds that. Yes, I wanted to make some trio of birds who ate lemons. It was a good idea. I kept putting it off until making this episode. Our chicks eating a lemon and thinking it's sour. So true, lemons are extremely sour, so what else is there to say about the lemon taste? There's the first idea. Then I thought of one with feeling the sour taste, one trying it and one curious. That's actually the same bird but different frames, to be honest, and the pink was making me think Barbie, which wasn't what I was looking for, so I changed it to a blue canary chick instead. One that's curious, trying, and sour taste. The blue canary was actually feeling more original. So I was thinking about it, but blue. What about purple? Would that work? Well, there was a lot of thought into what trio of lemon-eating chicks I wanted to make. So this one is the curious one. This one is trying, and this one ate it and it's sour. They've got different colors of hair. Like the tails, but some of the colors kind of faded. But that's fine. At least the curious one, there's the blue, there's the red for the trying one, and yellowish green for the tried it, it's sour. Maybe that blue, I don't know what that's supposed to represent. Hadn't rewatched that part of the video. There's the colors, I don't know what happened, but they faded, and I cannot tell what they were supposed to mean anymore because of how they faded, but it was a nice try to make the icebergs, a trio of them. Then on 3rd of November, because in September I went to Poland and to visit my grandfather, so started this episode in my grandfather's house, so this is where my grandfather lives, in such a house. My grandfather doesn't speak English, he can only speak Polish. But he may have heard me say things in English into making a commentary on what I was doing in that video. I did explain it to him, but it was like, I'm doing a video. He doesn't know what Idea Sunday means. But I explained him what is going on in his living room. I bought some cat dollhouse thing in Poland, and that's what I've made the dollhouse out of. However, when I got back to Northern Ireland, where I actually live, I've used the cabochon and made a window for this dollhouse. So what an interesting way. And use some of the beads I got in Poland, like bought from somewhere in Poland. And some of them, someone, which is one of my friends from Poland, gave me some beads and things like it to contribute this episode, although they don't speak English. And I don't think they'll understand this video because it's in English and they don't speak English. But you know. Then on 10th of November, on my flight back to Northern Ireland, at the airport I watched Hello Studios video on her goat. Where is the footage? Oh, that's a beautiful one. And that's a screenshot from it. Credit to Hello Studios for the artwork. This is a screenshot of the video that it's from. So I credit the artists before referencing them for copyright reasons. But the goat was similar. But still there's a lot of my essence in it. Like that rose detailing, the peach sparkles. It was more like a beige brown rather than a chocolate brown. Speckles all over it, but the idea was there. So that's what I've made. The major difference between Hello Studios' work and my work is Hello Studios used a goat head and the llama LPS body, but I just use beads and wire for my work. And everything's evident in it. But that's just essence of artists. If someone did an artwork, then there must be something in it. that makes the art feel like it's made by them. And Cabochon use the goat horns, the nose, and that's what I've used. Cause Martin Candy, a friend, he did a video on that. And he was intrigued by the before product, that he said mine was more intriguing for what it was about to become this, but Hello Studios was also an intriguing before product, however, was a way different before product. So he did a video on that, comparing and how they're structured, mine versus Hello Studios video. So there it was. The before and after was the most intriguing to him. However, they both have the same idea in mind, although the essence of artists is different, but the idea in the mind is the same. But mine's a little different, but for the speckled part of the goat, the ideas are there. Just ignore the fact that I had a purple jumper on and then I took it off. Northern Ireland was getting waves of warm and cold weather, which is affecting my clothing in the videos. And there's like, my studio is like heated up in the winter, but it gets so warm when it's heated up to a certain amount, especially when the weather's cold. Just tend to have heating on, as well as a heater which makes it really warm. So that's what is affecting what I have on me. But anyways, let's look at 17th of October 2024. Hello, Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak. That's a perfect thing to make pear-shaped wall art for a dollhouse, which I actually ended up doing. I did not expect it to come out like 8-minute long video, but it did. I spent a lot of thoughts and time on that painting for a dollhouse wall. This is the most effort I put in a dollhouse painting. But maybe the idea Sunday thing is like encouraging me to do it. And that's how it always comes up like this. Don't get me wrong, there's a 50-minute long video, the previous one, which was this goat. So there's a pattern of the more I think about my ideas Sundays, the longer the videos come out, and the more I work on them, the longer the video. So that's what. So there's the peach goat we've talked about. Put a lot of effort into this. So I just do what I do and not think too much of the video length, which ends up in long videos, but okay. Just adjusting my collectibles and things while I put my goat, the peach goat, away. Okay, so the goat keeps on doing this, but the peach painting actually has a lot of interesting elements in the pear painting. Francie Pears is the dollhouse doll that I have. So Francie Pears had this painting on the wall, as well as a translucent Monday, which I'm going to talk about in a summary. That's for translucent Monday. We're just focusing on Idea Sunday Season 4 in this one. Not Translucent Monday. Idea Sunday Season 4. So what a perfect cabochon to make a pear-shaped dollhouse painting. Okay, so that's this episode done. And let's move on to 24th of November, 2024. Okay, let's now move on to 24th of November 2024. Hello, Szewczaks. It's me. We had a fish and a raspberry, and it turned into a spoon for my travel dollhouse, the travel lychee mallow dollhouse, and the raspberry turned into a hook thing for it. So that's how it's looking like, the raspberry, and that's a spoon that goes on the hook. So something like this, if you can see it. For some reason, I was going to put hair on the fish. Don't know why. Hair in food would be so unhygienic, so decided not to do it. So maybe I'll use the hair fish idea on something else. And it was mentioned in the video. And that's Carmela's fish headpiece. That fish looks kind of weird on Carmela. Good thing that idea did not get through into the idea Sunday. Then I was trying to come up with ideas. But the spoon was the way to go, which turned out to be this idea Sunday. And okay, I'm going to look at my brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. And why in the universe did I think the raspberry would be good for Carmela's earrings? I could not imagine such heavy earrings. And this is Carmela Mellow. Why did I think of this? I don't know. But I need to. For the earrings, I would have had to add press studs or hooks onto Carmela to give her the ability to wear earrings, but I hadn't done that. But that would happen if that idea Sunday was the final decision, although it wasn't. That's why I take my time to think about things. And the idea for the spoon, it was not going to have that hook, but it was going to have a raspberry at the end of it. So I don't know how practical that would be for dolls to have a giant raspberry at the top. Good idea, I thought it all over. Because that was an unusual combination. A raspberry and a fish. I was just thinking randomly for idea Sundays, which is my tendency. Select some random pieces. A random selection is my tendency, so that's why things like these happen, especially for brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segments. That's why they happen. And let me show you my favorite part of this. Well, a fish and a raspberry. That sounds like an interesting choice of things to work with for Idea Sunday. Although I changed these things into a spoon and a raspberry decorated hook. That saying is my favorite one from this video. Although I do not regret doing it. I don't regret doing it. Although I do like the before and I do like the after, and I don't have regrets changing it. Although I may have made it sound like I do, but I don't. It was really interesting to work with and to make it. And that's the purpose of Idea Sunday. Before the Idea Sundays, I wouldn't do spoons, but I thought I hadn't done a spoon idea Sunday yet and decided to do it for 24th of November. And that's what happened. Just don't like the idea of the spoon with fish here. Although real fish don't have hair, but I just like to add some details that are a bit unusual on my dollhouse items. So, and at least Carmela doesn't have to suffer really heavy earrings. I'm sorry, Carmela, that I came up with this idea. I really shouldn't have. I hope Carmela will forgive me and realize that it's not happening at all. All the pieces have been used to make the spoon and the hook. So, time to move on to 1st of December 2024 now. For the episode that came on 1st of December 2024 was actually trying to reimagine this bunny design and improve it in my own way. And this is when Mint Lena, the mint bunny, was made. I really like the color combination like this, so I've decided to up the quality of it for that idea Sunday, and that's what I've made, and use a flower to decorate her dress. And one of the things about Mint Lena is that she has eyes that you can open and close. Which was a new thing I've tried in that episode. Which sort of works. But the headband is helping the eyes stay open because of those eyelids. But without the headband, she's got that eyebrow thing. She may be smiling, but there's paranoia behind her eyes. And she needs the headband to hide it completely, so nobody has to know. There. But anyways, her dress is removable, and I like playing with her ears a lot, the bunny ears. I also tried to do roses in her irises, but I'm not really getting focused on that. Not just the camera, but me in real life. My own eyes can't focus on the rose part or see it. because of how the eye thing was built. But I'm trying to learn facial features with dolls, because facial features like open and close eyes, noses, mouth, ears, I'm trying to improve and learn from experience on how to do it. Not only do it, but make it look good. I'm trying to learn. Okay, so speaking of that, I've got a doll cupboard right here. If you can see it. There's a lot of prototypes of my own dolls and experiments. Maybe it's not something you would want to see, but I have an unfinished doll. The eyes are supposed to move like this. I'm still working on this doll. She will not have a video, but I'm just working to practice things. But look at that. There was no video on that, but I'm letting you see it anyways. So the eyes are propelled on these wind up wire things that I would have to also figure out how to hide it with hairstyles on, especially the short hairstyles for male characters. Whenever there's long hair for female characters, easier to hide, but if that was the male characters with the shorter hair, it would be harder to find. But anyways, I was just practicing this. Those eyes don't open and close, but I'm just practicing. Who knows what type of doll will make it into Idea Sundays in the future? I'm just going to put that prototype away. It's not finished. The body isn't finished. Nothing about that prototype is finished, but Mentlina is. Just wanted to share that experiment with the other thing. While I have the chance. So the progress of Mentlina was kind of odd and weird, but you just have to trust the process. Maybe it's not supposed to be a tutorial, it's more like watch this to be entertained by me trying new things. I think I've decided on the purpose of Idea Sundays. Since you are most of my viewers that watch Idea Sunday, just watch it for themselves to just be entertained by me trying new dollhouse item techniques. And wow, now I'm yawning so much because in Northern Ireland the winters are getting so dark. It's just the late sunrises in Northern Ireland and very early sunsets. I live in Northern Ireland, but maybe you have even later sunrises and earlier sunsets than me. Who knows? If you do, let me know in the comments. No matter what country you are watching this in. You know what's up with Northern Ireland. You may live there, you may not live there. I don't even know are you who's watching me right now, unless it's my real life friends that live here. I also have real life friends in other countries. And Mentlina just is the perfect big stuffed animal for dolls. I've seen like those huge teddy bears and axolotl plushies in B&M bargains. And let me show you Mentlina with Nicholas Mallow. Something like this. But those teddy bears and axolotls and B&M bargains are 40 pounds and they're almost sized as a human. Almost adult human size. Like in the size of an adult human. But how are children supposed to sleep with those huge animals that are... The children are even smaller than those animals that I kept seeing. Some children have weird fascination with so huge stuffed animals, and that I did like stuffed animals as a child, but not that big. Maybe I just find that idea so weird. Or don't know if child me would like something like that. Adult human size plushed animal on their bed or not. I wouldn't. I'm okay with stuffed animals, but not that big. Just not my taste. But if you like them or your children like them, then that's fine. It's just not me. Just find that whole idea kind of weird to have a huge human-sized teddy bear on the bed. And with my dolls, a lot of my small dolls, for the scale, this is giving me that same energy. It's kind of, sort of doing that with Nicholas Mallow. It's big for a plushie, but his younger siblings like Mirek Mallow, that's if Mirek Mallow wanted a plushie that's really big and even bigger than him. Mentlina is perfect for that, actually. But you get the idea, and even Zola can feel the same way with Mentlina if I used her as a plushie. But if I used her as a character, that's a whole different story. So we have to pick a side. Okay, let's now talk about 8th of December 2024's Idea Sunday. Hello, Szewczaks. Okay, I just wanted to fix that vocabulation as well as try to use the zebra head, but just change up the colors, which ended up happening in this episode. And speaking of this episode, I've made the zebra push along toy. Just change the colors to be more purple. And the reason why I've decided to switch the idea from baby zebra to a push along toy, because that zebra reminded me of that more than an actual zebra for some reason. Hence the reason why it's like this. Or it could be a cart or something. Looked more like a cart or push along toy rather than an actual zebra, so that's why I went with that. So here we go. And also the intention for the hair was there, but not on the face. But I thought it would have looked better if there was some front hair as well as some back hair. And the zebra looks like a sparkly jumper, like it's made out of it, although it's not. Okay, time to move on to another episode. 15th of December 2024. Have you met Hortensia Blue? Well, have you met her little sister, Dreamy Blue? She uses the same facial sculpt as Creamy Sprinkles. It was more of these cheap dolls that use the same face sculpt but have different makeup on with different eyes. But still, those cheap dolls, I was trying to keep her original hairstyle. That didn't work because it came off easily, those cheaper dolls. The hair comes out easily because it's like they don't use a strong glue, they use the cheapest glue possible, and that's why it like comes off so easily. the hair, which could be good if you're customizing, but for children that want to try to style it, and that can come off easily. I used to have cheap dolls as a child, and the hair fell off easily. Unless a parent or someone knows how to fix it. Well, that's the answer to cheaper dolls for children. I wish I knew this as a child, then I could fix doll hair if it fell off, because I had a lot of cheaper dolls back then. And I do now, but now I know how to fix the problems that they have. I'm already 21, but when I was at age 20 something, or maybe 18 or something, that's when I've learned how to fix these doll problems. And Dreamy Blue has like temperature color change dress that changes whenever I use hot mug with a hot drink inside to change colors of the flowers on her dress. It's temperature reactive, just try to use whatever I could. And Dreamy Blue looks like this. I tried to give her Sweet Dreams colored lipstick, but that faded, but it's okay. That faded quickly. But I can always redo it later. And that's Hortensia and Dreamy Blue dolls. And the flower here was the same flower that she's themed on. So that's what. And I'm displaying her with the Minty dolls or macaron dolls and blue, green or purple dolls. So I'm going to put them back here. And I also have a lychee mallow or peach or orange, pink and yellow and red doll area, and whatever I have in the red doll area. Here is my idea Sunday for 22nd of December, which you're going to see very, very soon. So, I was also thinking of some ideas to use that bead, and it worked. Maybe those jackets weren't a good idea. Maybe it would have been better as an underlayer shirt, which was. Okay, now let's move on to the 22nd of December's idea Sunday. Regardless. And finally, for 22nd of December 2024, I've been making a peach mallow themed dollhouse. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do until it turned into a panda and a dollhouse, and here's my peach and lychee mallow doll display. So you can see the dollhouse there. And I did make more things to it. I've made quite a lot. Let me just get it out of the display. So I've also made it part of display for other dolls. But this has the panda made in the video. This one was made in the Translucent Monday video, but this in the Idea Sunday. So that's her dollhouse. And the cat was made while I was in Poland visiting my grandfather. There was so much in it, and that explains the video length of that episode. And the fact that some of it was made in Poland while I visited my grandfather, like some of the furniture. While some of the furniture I made here, where I live in Northern Ireland at home, out of a marker that I destroyed for this dollhouse. Well, whatever you can make while you're away visiting grandparents. I had to buy glue, like crafting glue in Poland there, but I could stitch things on no problem, because my grandfather does have like my sewing needles available at his place for me, like hand sewing needles. So that's what. There's some squishy elements, kind of like a last minute thought, but it's fun. What else to say? And I really like the look of it. There's some other trees in the background, and that was just perfect for the panda. And the watermelon one, she's in the peach mallow dollhouse, and he is. They don't have names, so that's why. But if somebody was naming them, they would name them. So I'm going to put them in the dollhouse. The cat is posable. Has a peachy texture I glued on while in Poland with that glue that I could buy in Poland. They did not have this glue, but they did have it from a Polish brand called Bambino glue, which is a brand from Poland that also works as good as the other one. And I had to dye the wolf looking for the peach panda to get that effect. And it worked really well. So that's what I was making. The video length explains everything. So that's what the video. No wonder how long it is, because not only make the doll eyes, but also make all the characters and furniture associated with it. I did not make this for the video, but I've made it after making the video. One doll from Polish channel and the other just made for fun. And just some other posts somewhere else, like Instagram or something. I've had an account there and then forgot about it for a while, and then I came back to it. But okay, now I'm going to put it away. I do sometimes post there, but very rarely, and YouTube is more of my thing, not really Instagram, but I do have an account there, but I rarely use that account. Same with Facebook and other places. YouTube is just my to-go social media platform. Although I have accounts on other ones, but they're not as used as YouTube. So that's what. And also the doll house was made, but there was a lot of this panda. What a long video. I was only filming an hour after its release, and look at the premiere part. At the time when I filmed this. That long, huh? Anyways, that's the end of the video. Now I'm going to conclude this video, because this season 4 was having so many episodes. The wind in Northern Ireland is getting really blowy. I hope my camera's not picking it up in the microphone, because the microphone on this phone is so good that I have a feeling it could pick up the wind. Hopefully you didn't hear it. But anyways, time to conclude the video. And yes, I was expecting this summary to be like 2 hours long, because of the number of episodes I've made for it. And the last one is episode... what is it now? 28. Unbelievable. But anyways. Okay, Szewczaks. That's the end of 2-hour-long Idea Sunday Season 4 summary. I hope you have enjoyed it if you have reached to this point of the video and are looking forward to Season 5. That is coming on 5th of January 2025. And that's the end of 2024. Now we're going into 2025 so soon that you just ask how fast the time has passed, because in 3 days we will be in 2025. Yay! 2024 was not that good, really. Especially that a lot was happening that year that just wasn't good. But anyways, bye, Szewczak. See you in another video. Bye.